Hi, welcome back to another Gadget Report, and let's talk gadgets. And today, let's celebrate the Portuguese flight carrier, the Portuguese airline TAP. The airline has celebrated last month, more specifically on the 14th of March, its 79th anniversary. TAP is obviously the national airline for Portugal, and today I decided to do this video about TAP. If you really love aviation like myself, and if you have flown TAP like I did, and you are a happy customer like I am, I'm sure you will be happy about this news. Come with me. So for the Portuguese and non-Portuguese that have experienced this airline and liked it like I do, please, this is for you. Happy birthday, TAP. So the Portuguese carrier, it was born in 1945 on the 14th of March 1945, and then its first flight, the airline was funded, and then it was a little gap between that and the date of its first flight, which was done, or which was operated on the 19th of September of 1946 between Lisbon and Madrid, the Spain capital Madrid. And since then, the airline has been expanded, and then to Europe, world, eventually with the colonization and the colonies. It was TAP that was carrying passengers and transporting people from Portugal to the colonies. That was Brazil, Angola, Mozambique, and all the other colonies. And obviously, the airline has grown bigger and better, and obviously it's such as we have Qantas in Australia. TAP is also one of the big brands, one of the symbols of Portugal, obviously being the national carrier and having the flag carrier, as it's usually called. Of course, it's gonna have its weight on as a symbol of the country. And the airline, even though I have already read, and I did a video about this, I read in a blog someone referring to TAP as a low-cost airline, and the person on that particular post mentioned that it was a low-cost airline or a budget airline with a premium price. Well, I cannot fault that, because it is a premium airline. It is the national carrier, is not a budget airline. TAP has never been a budget airline, and that person was obviously wrong. And in fact, TAP lately has been awarded in Europe for several things, including safety, and is actually seen among the best in Europe. When we had the pandemic, TAP was one of the airlines that received awards for its safety in terms of pandemic, for its regulations, for the safety procedures, cleanliness, etc. And actually, it's been an airline that has been growing, and it's actually been seen as one of the best in Europe and in its category. Of course, like any other airline, there's been a lot of controversy, especially with administration and money. The airline is still partly owned by the government, and there's still a lot of controversy about it. Just like in any other airline, we've seen what has been happening with Qantas. But controversies aside, it is a great airline. I had the opportunity of flying TAP years ago, and it was a great experience. I really liked the service. I really liked the food. It was really a good experience. I have really good memories of my flight with TAP. And I must say, and sometimes it's a sad thing to say, but I know that sometimes people, and especially some Portuguese, tend to turn down their own airline. It's not good, it's this and that. And that's not true at all. That's not true. And if we compare with other airlines that they sometimes may see as better, I would say that TAP comes up on top anytime. So today I decided to do this video to to give my tribute to TAP, to the national carrier, to the national Portuguese airline. And obviously next year TAP will reach the big milestone of 80. So let's hope that the airline continues to thrive, and all the best for TAP, because I think it is important that we keep these airlines, these iconic airlines, these very old airlines with history, with a lot of history attached to them, such as British Airways, Qantas, TAP, these major airlines that end up being icons of the countries they represent. And we see what happens in Australia with Qantas. It happens the same with TAP for Portugal, happens the same with British Airways for the UK. You see British Airways, it's British, it's UK, screams out UK. KLM, Lufthansa, Air France, all these airlines, they are a representative. They are the representative in the aviation world of the countries where they are. So I think it is important that we keep celebrating the national airlines, and we keep giving them our support, because it is good for the countries they represent, and obviously it's good for all of us because we have good airlines and more options, and we all want more options and good service. And definitely, I must say, TAP is one of them. So I decided to do this video. It's for you, TAP. That's all for today. I hope you like my video about TAP. I hope that, for example, if you work at TAP, or if you have recently flown with them, leave a comment below. Let me know about your experience. If you work at TAP, let me know what have you guys do on the day. I know I read in a press release that there was bonuses with frequent flyer points. I didn't mention this in my video today because obviously it was up to that date, and the date has now passed. So it was completely irrelevant to name that. But what else? What else have you done on that very, very special day for TAP? What have you done? If you work at TAP, if you are one of the crew members or a pilot with TAP or anything like that, just leave us a comment and let us know what's going on. And if you were a passenger on that day, let us know your experience as well. The same thing, if you have any suggestion of any other topic that you would like me to talk about in our gadget reports, just please leave me a comment below, and I'll be very, very happy to accommodate that. I will leave the link below, both to TAP birthday press release, and also to TAP's history, so you can see the timeline and everything that happened since TAP started in 1945 until today. So, put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next week. Thank you. Bye.